Welcome to Suburban Death Metal Dad Bonus Tracks, Episode 8, Bad Concert Experiences. So, anyone watching, I'm sure you've had some, maybe at least one. If you've been to quite a few concerts, just a bad experience, either before, during, or after the concert. And so basically just wanted to share three stories to start with. And I'll start with the very first one, which was in 1993. I was going to see Kreator and Morbid Angel, and it was my first time seeing either of those bands, and I was a really big Kreator fan back then. Even with Renewal and the later albums, I still think they're great. Not all of them, but I really, really like Renewal. So, in addition to the 80s stuff. So, like I said, first time going to see him, it's about a 90-minute drive, and I have someone with me. I'm driving, and like I said, I was 18 at the time, and just like I said, super excited to go and see Kreator, especially. Morbid Angel, I do like him to an extent, but either way. So, the bad experience, we show up, it's canceled, and that really sucked. Like I said, I was super excited to see Kreator, one of my favorite bands back then, still a favorite band, but really a big band for me at that time, and just really bummed out about that. Number two, 1996, Cannibal Corpse Monolith of Death Tour. They're with Immolation and Brutal Truth. Into all those bands, I was especially excited to see Brutal Truth. I think out of those three bands, they're my favorite, especially the 90s material. So anyway, going with a group of people, everyone's into metal. Someone else is driving. There's going to be a van, and this one's a little bit further away. Maybe about, I'll say about an hour and 45 minutes, maybe, or 2 hours. Don't remember exactly, but like I said, there's a group of people going. Someone else is driving, and I don't remember clearly anymore why, but we were late getting to the show, and I think maybe we were waiting for somebody or something. Anyway, like I said, Brutal Truth, Immolation, Cannibal Corpse is headlining. We get to the show, Cannibal Corpse is already playing, so totally missed Immolation and Brutal Truth. So that was a big letdown. And I really don't remember too much about Cannibal Corpse's set, so I'm thinking we might have missed most of it because I don't recall much. I do remember seeing Corpse Grinder. He walked around. It was super cool. After they played, we hung around and he was walking around like he does today. Getting with the fans, just a really outgoing guy, super cool. Anyway, number three, 1999, going to see Deceased. And I didn't double check the time on this one, but it was decently far away, if I remember correctly. I remember where I left from and where it was, but I don't remember exactly how far away it was, but it was at least a few hours. And I was originally going to go with someone that was my roommate, one of my roommates at the time. Wasn't really even into metal, had no clue who Deceased was, of course, but he was going to come with me. But anyway, he changed his mind. I forget what happened. Like I said, I don't think he was really into it, even when he said he was going to go. I think maybe he didn't really mean to go, but whatever. I go by myself. And my first time going to this club, and it's city, or at least, not suburban, but maybe in between. I don't remember exactly anymore how much of a downtown or something I had to drive through, but either way, go to the show, and I decided to park at this strip mall across the street from the club. And I thought, no big deal, whatever. Parked over there, went into the show, saw Deceased, super awesome, great band. And I leave the shows. I don't know if the show was over because, okay, yeah, it might have been over, close to over. I thought Deceased headline, but I'm not sure anymore. There was another band after them. But anyway, I go out, leave the show, my car's gone. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. There's a little gas station attendant there, behind bulletproof glass, and, I go up to him and like say, hey, my car's gone, and he's basically like, yeah, they tow, you know what I mean, or whatever. So basically, tow truck came through, you know, and took my car. So I go back into the show, and I'd seen Deceased before, and actually I'd corresponded with King Fowley quite a few times in the 90s and into the 2000s. Just an awesome guy. And so he's around hanging out, talking to fans. They were done playing. I said, hey, you know, my car got towed. I'm not familiar with the city and this and that. And King's super cool. He took me over to the manager of the club. Said, hey, this happened to this guy. Can you help him out? And King said, hey, if he can't help you, we'll make sure you get home. And so yeah, I stuck around. I just had to wait till they basically closed, cleaned up, and everything, which was pretty late. I mean, it's like well after midnight. I don't remember the time anymore. But basically, we found out where my car was towed to, and he drove me. I had to get money, so he drove me to an ATM. This is, like I said, early morning, city, basically. And I get my money, takes me there, where they took my car, and, I pay for it, get my car out. I basically got home. It was daylight when I got home. Like I said, it was at least a few hours away. And but a weekend, I don't remember that I had to go to work that morning, so that at least I had that. So just that really sucked. I mean, uh, the show was great. No complaints there, of course. It was just what happened after. So, you know, there you have it. I have a few more of those stories. I'll have to think about it, but I know I definitely got some more. And I mean, these aren't like tragic things. None of these stories are like tragedies or anything. So it's just like, yeah, that sucked. It's like if you get a flat tire on the way to a show and miss it, or yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching.